Hello, and welcome to the City of Waterloo's public informational presentation for the Porte Road Phase 2 reconstruction project. This project is being designed and managed by AECOM alongside the City of Waterloo. The purpose of this presentation is to show the project limits and its goals, the project's typical roadway sections, the project enhancements, a preliminary strip map and staging, the project's estimated schedule and cost, as well as some right-of-way information. The limits of the Phase 2 portion of the Porte Road reconstruction project include Plymouth Avenue to Byron Avenue. The project will also include a trail connection between Hawthorne Avenue and 18th Street along northbound Highway 218. This image looking south on existing Porte Road shows the many driveways, side streets, and utilities that currently exist. The current roadway also has no pedestrian accommodations. This image looking north towards Mitchell Avenue shows the complicated signal system proposed to be reconstructed, as well as retimed with the US 218 and Mitchell intersection. This image looking south shows the existing Highway 218 slip ramp from southbound 218 onto Porte Road and connection onto the frontage road near Cadillac Lanes. The goals of this project are to reconstruct the Porte Road roadway between Plymouth and Byron Avenue, as well as provide safety enhancements, improved access to businesses and residents, encourage future economic development, enhance the corridor, and provide better access to all forms of users, including mass transit, pedestrians, and cyclists. The first roadway typical section is a 4-lane roadway with a center 2-way left turn lane. The section will be between Bob Street and Plymouth Avenue. A 10-foot recreational trail will be constructed on the west side of the roadway and a 5-foot sidewalk on the east side. The second roadway typical section is a 2-lane roadway with a center 2-way left turn lane. This section will be between Plymouth Avenue and Easton Avenue. A 10-foot recreational trail will be constructed on the west side of the roadway and a 5-foot sidewalk on the east side. The last roadway typical section is the same 2-lane roadway with a center 2-way left turn lane from the previous slide. The only difference on this section is the removal of the 5-foot sidewalk on the east side north of Easton Avenue. One of the enhancements of this project is the removal of the overhead power lines to be installed underground. This first image shows the current state of the overhead lines. This is an image with the overhead lines removed, cleaning up and modernizing the corridor. Another enhancement will be the inclusion of colored and stamped pedestrian sidewalk ramps and intersection crossings. This not only adds an enhancement element, but improves safety. Another enhancement will be the removal of the existing lights along the corridor and replaced with new modernized lighting. Lighting will be enhanced at intersections for better pedestrian and vehicular safety. The last enhancement we would like to point out is the side road access improvements. This image in particular shows the grade improvements at Easton Avenue, where the existing grade is upwards of 8% coming down onto Porte Road. By removing 2 to 3 feet under the Easton roadway, it lowers the approach slope and creates better safety at the intersection. This is a quick image showing the preliminary roadway reconstruction layout between Plymouth and Byron Avenue. The following slides will provide a more zoomed-in image section by section. This image between Plymouth and Easton shows the 2-lane roadway with the 2-way left turn lane in the center. South of Plymouth, you can see the start of the 4-lane roadway. You will also see the 10-foot recreational trail on the west side and the 5-foot sidewalk on the east. The blue arrows are the proposed storm sewer improvements, while the fainter teal line are the water main improvements. The darker gray shading are the colored and stamped pavement enhancements for the pedestrian crossings at the intersections. This image between Easton and Plymouth shows the same 2-lane roadway from the previous slide, except for the 5-foot sidewalk dropping off north of Easton. You will also see the roadway shifting to the west after Cornwall. The roadway reconstruction will be including the removal of both Porte Road and its frontage road to be replaced with one roadway. Northbound Porte Road will also include a double right turn lane onto eastbound Mitchell Avenue. This image between Mitchell and Byron shows the same 2-lane roadway from the previous slides. From this image, you can see the improved storage area between Highway 218 and Porte Road by removing the existing frontage road. You will also notice a proposed roundabout connecting Porte Road and Highway 218 exit ramp and Byron Avenue. This is a safety improvement to reduce the rear-end collisions that occur from vehicles exiting Highway 218 onto a lower speed Porte Road. You will also see the 10-foot recreational trail continuing to the north to be connected to 18th Street. This image shows a proposed trail connection between Hawthorne Avenue and 18th Street, where it connects to the existing trail. This will connect an entire trail system between downtown Waterloo and Shawless Road. There will be a proposed highway crossing north of Hawthorne with the refuge island in the middle. Push buttons will be installed to allow for safe, timed crossings. This image shows the preliminary staging for the roadway reconstruction. Intersections will be done half at a time between Plymouth and Locke Avenue to allow for access to businesses and residents on the east side of Porte Road. North of Locke Avenue, stage switches will occur at driveway center lines to allow access to businesses. The planned detour for all stages will be Wisconsin Street between Ridgway Avenue and Hawthorne Avenue. The tentative schedule for this project includes final plan submittal to the Iowa DOT in late October of 2025. The letting through the Iowa DOT would occur in late January 2025, with construction anticipated to begin in the spring of 2026 and last through the spring of 2028. Preliminary plans have already been approved by the Iowa DOT, and public input is currently being gathered, as well as right-of-way negotiations beginning. The preliminary estimated cost of the Phase 2 portion of Porte Road's reconstruction is $11.2 million. A large majority of this roadway project is federally funded and are listed on this slide. Phase 1 construction, which is currently underway, was bid for $10.4 million in 2024. The right-of-way acquisition process will begin in May of 2025 and will occur up to the final plan submittal. Right-of-way is needed in order to provide space for the contractor to work temporarily, as well as for project elements that will be placed on private property. Temporary easements will be obtained for the duration of the project and will then disappear. Permanent easements provide the city access to a piece of private property for items such as underground utilities or drainage ways, and these last indefinitely. There will also be city-paid acquisitions of private property as needed. This slide provides contact information for the city planners that will be working with private property owners along the corridor to obtain the necessary right-of-way needs for the project. This project has its own Facebook page that provides periodic updates during construction, as well as a city-owned website. Please see the provided links to access these locations.